Canberra International Airport is suing the government in regards of the mask mandate. NORSE flying from Berlin to New York and Los Angeles. Yes, Swiss has a problem with stuffing in the summer months. Brussels has the same problems with stuff, but there it's not. It's about the workload, and they cancel for June, July 148 flights. Condor is offering a free check-in for your luggage at the evening before the flight. Normally you have to pay, but maybe they don't charge you this time. IHG One Rewards showed us now the milestone rewards, and I will tell you which milestone rewards you should choose to get the best bang for the buck. Triple points with Lufthansa Miles and More if you stay at a Best Western hotel. And as a Hyatt Globalist, maybe you have found a surprise in your mailbox, NOIR card, but only for a selected few. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points, more status. But do not forget to sign up for this channel, to subscribe, to hit the bell, to get notifications when we have new shows for you available. Comment and leave us a like. Thank you for doing so. Regular tables if you're in Berlin, if you are in Munich, if you are in Hamburg. 11s in Munich, 12s in Berlin, and 13s in Hamburg. In the show notes, you will find the links to our WhatsApp groups where we answer all your questions if you want to take part of the meetups. Canberra International Airport has filed a lawsuit in an attempt to quash the mandatory face mask rule for their staff, because most of the staff, and if you are inside the terminal as a passenger, you have to wear the face mask. Stephen Byron is the CEO of the airport, is suing the Australian Capital Territory, ACT. Why? Because he believes strongly that the mandate is against the Human Rights Act. And he says, and there is a quote, "It is a discrimination with no legal basis. There's no health basis. There's no data or evidence that requires this. Everyone knows and agrees that." Yeah, I'm speechless, to say it that way. Why? Because indoor public seating such as shopping centers, restaurants, gyms, nightclubs, you name it, they don't have to wear across ACT the face mask. And however, you have to have them to wear in healthcare situations where you go into hospitals even. So that makes sense. And even that was before COVID, you had to wear in ERs face masks. But now they are suing the company, the government. And why? Because it's only in indoor venues strongly recommended or encouraged. So you can wear it, but. So what is your take on it? Should Lufthansa, where you have to wear a face mask still, sue the German government with the same wording and say, here, Deutsche Bahn, the train, there you have to wear it. Is this the way to go? Is there, in your opinion, a legal basis for it against human rights? I think it's a little bit ridiculous, but of course it is ridiculous as well to wear the face mask. I mean, you have to see the situation in Australia, and Australia is far away from Europe, especially now we have summer. They are getting their winter, and 97.3% aged 5 and over have in ACT no sign of losing the restriction, have a vaccination, and still there's no sign of losing the restrictions. That's what I wanted to say. But on Tuesday, the ACT passed new long-term powers that will give the Minister for Health the authority to issue face mask mandates. So, is this something you should do? I mean, August 11th in Germany, it's until September, even during the summer. I'm looking forward to your comments and what you think about it. Is it a way to get out of this misery? Because I think everybody who wants to wear it can wear it. Everybody who wants to get a vaccination gets a vaccination. And we have to learn to live with the virus. I mean, I wear it where I have to, so no pain and punishment from my end. So, North Atlantic is derived from Norwegian. You remember 787-9. And Norwegian was the one who wanted to connect Berlin, Paris, and they did finally do the same as NORSE. They want to fly from Paris, from London to the US. But today they announced from Berlin to fly with the 787 to the US. First they start, of course, from Oslo to different and multiple destinations in the US. And in August they want to fly from London Gatwick to New York. But now they surprised us with Berlin. Destinations are Los Angeles and New York. Is this not cool? I always said Berlin has no airport. Berlin has no airport because it's outside of Berlin. But still, the area should have more long destinations flights. And I think that this is a good idea. NORSE will go with so-called in German Kampfpreise, a fighting price, and or battle prices. Pricing would be from Europe for one way 160, in the other direction 120 US, 112 euros. That would be from the 19th of August. They want to fly then 3 times between Berlin and Los Angeles, 189 euros or $138. I don't know why it's so much cheaper from the US. Maybe it's the taxes. But the Berlin-New York flight is daily. And that is where they have the only competition. The only competition would be United, who is flying from Berlin, but to Newark, not to JFK. NORSE is flying to JFK. The CEO of, or founder of, NORSE, Björn Tore Larsen, said, hey, Berlin is a pulsating city and culturally so huge that there is not enough flights, and that is right. So I think that is a great idea, and we will see how the flights are working. But you have always to know that NORSE Airlines is a low-cost carrier. They have a 9 abreast configuration in economy class 333, 56 premium economy seats, which have 232 seating, and they have 3 pricings. That is the light, no luggage. Then they have classic luggage and plus, and the difference in all this is of course the luggage, how much you can take with you, the food and the boarding. Maybe you get pre-boarding or other things. Yeah, now to see that they still related somehow to Norwegian is of course Björn Tore Larsen, who founded the company, and he is the owner of a shipping company. He is doing it together with the former Norwegian founders Bjørn Kjos and Bjørn Kiese, and they wanted to fly from Berlin as Norwegian, like I told you, but we will see. And as they have no competition from Los Angeles to Berlin, I wish them all the best. Berlin Airport, and I repeat it, Berlin has no airport. They had managed to pass the test on Pentecost. And the travels were a lot of people who were coming, and the buddy who is running the airport says there were no queues, there were no longer waiting times. You remember the wording of Stockholm, 4 hours, then London. So that is something which is good. So Berlin-Brandenburg, the Flughafengesellschaft Berlin-Brandenburg, FBB, the abbreviation, which is the company who is running the airport, they have counted with 280 passengers from 80,000 passengers from Friday to Monday, 1,800 takeoffs, and with 77,000 passengers to 520 takeoffs and landings, was Friday the most traffic on the long weekend. On Monday there were 72,000 people, so that is great. I'm really happy that the airport passed the test. I hope that they in the summer will pass all the tests as well. And that would be very good news, because I'm very critical about the airport in Berlin. And I wish them still all the best. And I'm so happy that they passed it, and that they have now with NORSE, even it is a low-cost carrier and a low-cost airline, but still they have somebody found who's doing the international flights. Who did not find stuff is Swiss. Swiss, the daughter of Lufthansa in Switzerland, they have a staffing problem, and so they are trying to get people from their own company somehow in-house to help out in the summer. But even not in the cabin, there's a lack of people. They have a lack of people in the ground services and the airport services. And for that reason, they have cancelled many flights into Europe, even to Germany. And Lufthansa is helping them out. Lufthansa flight attendants and cabin crew can go for up to 9 months to Switzerland and support them. They cancelled the weekly connections between Nuremberg and Zurich from July to October. Then they are cancelling some flights from Berlin, 48 flights they have. They are reduced to 44, so not such a big issue. Then from Stuttgart to Zurich, from 13 to 10, not so big. From Dresden to Zurich, from 6 to 5. And that is important, one rotation to San Francisco will be cancelled as well. But they say there are only 2% of the passengers who are affected by these measures. But you see how big the people lack is in the cabin. I mean, it is absolutely horrendous because in 2021 they fired 333 people. They were begging them already since last year to come back and they are not coming back. And then people were retired early. Then another topic was the mandatory vaccination. And that reduced the staffing more than they thought. In my opinion, homemade. Don't fire people if you need that. Brussels, this is from the Belgian government or Belgian grounds. Brussels Airlines cancels 148 flights in June and July. 74 rotations will be removed from the Brussels Airlines flight schedule over the period of the 5 weeks. Why? Because the cabin crew is requesting that kind of relief because they are concerned about the workload in the summer. The Brussels Airlines spokeswoman Maika Andres said, and we have looked at flights for which there are sufficient alternatives, said Andres. And they say only 1% of the passengers will be affected by it, and they are talking to the customers proactively that they are rebooked or find another solution, and they can fly with sister companies. Yes, you guessed it right. Yes, it is funny because Swiss is reducing the flights because they have no staff, but then Brussels is reducing and then sending them on to Swiss if they want to. Nightmare. And then another concern or reason for concern is the pilots. There was a reconciliation meeting between the unions and the management on Tuesday, but they didn't reach an agreement. This is saddening and gives potential in the summer that there will be strikes. Condor. Condor is offering a free pre-flight check-in, pre-flight, check-in at the evening before the flight. So if you are flying on the weekend, for example on Saturday or Sunday, you can go on the day before from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and check in your luggage, get your travel documents, you get your boarding cards, you get everything. And normally they charge you €5 for this service. I mean, it should be free in my opinion. But because it is such a nightmare right now at Düsseldorf Airport, who is looking actually for more staffing as well, went just through the press, but I mean, they don't find the people. So that is something which gives you relief that you don't have to wait for your check-in, because even at the check-in, the waiting times are sometimes really so long, and that you can avoid, and then you have only the bottleneck of the security. Then you can go to the online app as well. You can get your boarding passes there, but still it doesn't help you if you have to show your luggage to the people and check it in. But they advise you to be early at the airport and be aware of the rules which are mandatory to know for your destination, that you have everything. IHG One Rewards showed us the milestones. Yes, hooray! I asked the question, when is it coming? And it came. Yes, I saw it today. And the rewards are starting with 20 nights. And then you get every 10 nights rewards. The first step is 20 nights, which is 5,000 bonus points, 2 food and beverage rewards, which have a value of $20 US, and 1 confirmable suite upgrade voucher. Of course, the most beneficial goodie here is the suite upgrade voucher, but it is confirmable. You have to ask before, and it expires. But I think it's the best value. Then the next level after 30 would be the 5,000 bonus points and 2 of the F&B rewards, value 20 US. Here I recommend you the 5,000 points because 5,000 points have more value than that. After 40 nights, you can choose 2 of 4. That is 10,000 bonus nights, 5 food and beverage vouchers, value $20, 1 confirmable suite upgrade voucher, and 1 annual lounge membership. You would have guessed it, take the lounge membership. The lounge membership you can choose again at the 70 nights as well, but take it with 40 because then you have already 30 nights where you can go to the lounge. And the confirmable suite upgrade voucher, 10,000 points, and so have no value because at 50 nights you can choose again between 5 F&B vouchers, $20 each, or 10,000 points. Here I recommend you the 10,000 points. 60 nights the same, I recommend you the 10,000 points instead of the F&B voucher. At 70 nights you have again the chance to unlock 2 of the following milestones, 10,000 points, 5 of the F&B vouchers valued $20, 2 confirmable upgrade suite upgrades, annual lounge membership, which we don't need, basically because you have already 1, you cannot have 2, so you can only have 1. So take the 2 confirmable suite upgrade vouchers and the 10,000 points. 80 nights, 90 nights, and 100 nights, you have always a selection between 10,000 points or the 5 F&B voucher. I would always recommend the 10,000 points. This said, there are some rules and regulations you should be aware of. The suite upgrade vouchers can be very valuable if you stay in an IHG property, which is in the higher classes. Yes, intercontinental stuff. Think about those. And you can go to the lounge capacity. I mean, you cannot get a confirmable suite. They always take premium rooms or even club lounge access if a property deems that they are worth over lounge capacity. But I think that program, if it proves to be great, that is cool, but we will see. I hope that you liked my explanations to it. If you are choosing something, let me know why you choose it, or if you have a different opinion, of course, comment down. Best Western. Best Western, if you're collecting miles and more points, then you can get triple points this time. The triple miles for your Best Western stay. You just have to simply register with your points. Then the next step after registering is you have to book your preferred Best Western hotel. Triple miles for your stays within the promotional period. Promotional period is June 1st, 2022 until July. Terms and conditions apply, of course. Best Western hotels in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Hungary, Croatia, Czech Republic, Slovenia are the ones which count. But be aware that you don't collect anything then in Best Western themselves in their reward program. You only get them in miles and more the points. The points take always a little bit time. So easy on that. Some of my concierge clients, they got a surprise. They got selected from Hyatt as Globalists, that they get the MGM Rewards invite-only NOIR status for free, for nothing, for nada. Yes. And it was surprising because nobody expected it. And the benefits of the tier, I had it 16, I think, 2016. Free limousine transfer, then you have waived the resort fees, you have access to the VIP lounge when you're waiting for check-in, you get a better upgrade. You have early check-in, you have late check-out upon request both. Early check-in has to request it 24 hours before, 1 p.m. I think is the timeline, but I was lucky to get it before. Unfortunately, this time I was not recognized. Sad. I was not enough in Vegas. What I saw was that my clients who got the card, they have been in Vegas, they have 20 nights, 30 nights last year. This year they have already nearly the same amount of nights in MGM properties. Maybe that is the common thing they have. So in my opinion, if you don't have it in your mailbox, you will not get it. If you have not stayed in MGM hotels lately, you will not get it. And that is the thing. If you have gotten it and you have a suggestion why you got it, let me know it. Write it in the comment section. Important. If you like the show today, leave us a like here. The other thing which I really appreciate is if you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, the bell, that you do not miss your daily dose of more miles, more points, more status. Thank you for watching today our daily show, Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff, and see you at a round table in Hamburg, Berlin, or Munich, 11th of June, 12th of June, Berlin and Hamburg on the 13th. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow again for the next show. Thank you. Bye.